welcome to another interesting edition of Triple F Fact, Face and Forum. And today on the program, we're talking about the value of contentment. I know you want to ask, what do we mean by contentment? It's just natural for you to want more. You want more houses, you want more cars, you want to travel out, you want to travel to a lot of countries. But again, you have to ask yourself, do I have what it takes to get all of these things at the same time? And so that brings us to the topic of today, value of contentment. And if you look back, you see that before now, we used to be very satisfied with what we have. We used to be okay with where we are. We can manage whatever we have. And that's talking about our parents, our grandparents, our parents, and even back in the days. And so the question is, what is happening right now? What's the influence on the fact that people are no longer contented? They want to have everything. They want to have 5 houses. They want to have 10 cars. They want to travel everywhere. So what's happening, you know? And so these are the things we'll be talking about on today's program. And the Triple F crew went out to interview 2 religious leaders in the person of Bishop Joseph Oyegbule and Imam Akim Lawal. They were telling us all we need to know as regards the value of contentment. My name is Nkem or Kibi. I know you miss Peace Isaac here, but don't worry, you'll see her next on the next episode. So we'll go on a short break now. When we return, you will enjoy the interview being recorded with the 2 religious leaders I just mentioned. Enjoy it. We'll be right back.
In the first instance, let us discuss what is contentment. Because for our viewers to be more educative about what the meaning of the word contentment. Contentment can be referred to a state of being happy and satisfied with whatever an individual has achieved in life. So in the light of this definition, when you are happy with whatever you might have achieved in this life, that means you'll be able to transfer peace, harmony, and love to some other people.
Today, contentment is fast eroding because of what? Societal pressure. Societal pressure is a great factor today. People want to meet up with their peer group. People in various industries, a trader is rich because he's in trading, he's in a businessman. Ordinary teacher somewhere is also want to be great like a businessman. He want to do everything to make big money. People, civil servants, want to do their own to make money. Why? Because their colleague in the village, who is a businessman, who live in overseas, they are rich. And because of this, there's a pressure on them. Societal pressure is that which has caused contentment to be eroded in our society today. People want to belong. They want to be like others. They want to show that they are not lagging behind. They want to compete favorably with their colleagues, even when they're not in the same level of a career or profession in life. There are careers that give you big money. There are those you take that gives you a quiet income, like a teaching profession. But today, a teacher wants to build the best house in his village. Contentment. So as we are speaking today, that societal pressure is one. Many parents today put fire on their children to succeed at all costs. Even to marry, many mothers today want their daughters to marry a rich man. When a poor and average man comes to marry their daughter, they will chase the man away. But when they see one with a flashy car and comes around, they say, oh, my in-law has come. Start throwing money around, clean note around, they say. So parental pressure is a factor in eroding of what? Contentment in the society today.
We worship money. We don't want to see where the money comes from. We don't want to look at the source of that money. We have a society where a person is respected because of his money, where some other people feel dejected because they don't have money. Then it is imperative of them to be able to run and look for this money. And this is what led to the contentment. Another answer there is that we have a society whereby marriage is having problem. Because the major assignment of the parent is to look after their words. Today we are running after wealth. Nobody to take care of those words, of those children. We give them to our neighbor, we give them to some of our house help. And then the moment you give your child to another person to train for you, then you have a stranger as a child. The first one is theft. That is why we have so many people in this country. We are running helter-skelter so that people will not steal our property, will not steal our money. You cannot move in the night. Even in the daylight, you cannot move. We have prostitution in the society, which is another effect of a lack of contentment. If you see today, there are so many women in the society today. I read a magazine that says the larger part of people engaged in prostitution are married women. What is the cost of this? It is because of the lack that contentment. They believe their husband does not provide for them. And if the parents are doing that, what do we expect of the children? We have envy in the society. Because envy will start when some people have so much and people think they don't have. A person with contentment will not envy anybody. As much as he's happy, as much as he's okay with whatever he has achieved in his life, then we have so much corruption in the top and in the land. That has eaten so much to the fabric of this society. What is the cause of corruption? Lack of contentment. You want to have more. You want to have more. You have to have more. All this more you are having, where are you taking it to? Let me take you briefly to the Quran, the book of Islam. Quran chapter 18, verse 46. When Allah is saying, Al-malu wal-banuna sinatul hayati dunya, wal-bakiyatu salihatu khayrun inda rabbika sawaban wa khayrun amalan. Allah says wealth and children are adornment of the worldly life. But what is important in this world is righteous deeds. Those righteous deeds are far better in reward with Almighty Allah. So no, the righteous is not there again. You can be regarded as a righteous person when you are contented with whatever you have. As part of it, we have robbery. I don't have to say much about that. You see, it's there. We have cheating. I can be counting that so much. These are these effects. What causes all this? It is the lack of contentment. If you have the contentment, nobody will rob you. If a woman has the contentment, she won't go into prostitution. Nobody will go into robbery when he has contentment. So those are the effects. They are not far-fetched. It's so big, anybody can see it.
Criminality, where people try to do things at all costs to achieve ends. People today join cults and do human ritual. It's criminality. People today get involved in a contract fraud when they're giving job to execute. They will go there and do little and cover it up with lies and make huge money. People are involved in a couple of criminal acts just because they want to do what? Succeed and meet up with their need and demands for the day. So criminality is something that has given birth from lack of contentment. And if we can check lack of contentment and make people to know that our value system is labor and hard work, I think contentment, lack of it will be less. We are copying the Western world, but there has to be a way of what? Controlling the flow of information technology. People today see lottery, travel to overseas and do lottery as a business. In our days, nobody knows what is happening like that. People sneak out. People today hear stories about somebody who got involved in drug and made billions and billions. In our days, we didn't hear all those stories. People today hear about people who work in government and steal billions and billions of naira. In our days, we didn't have such information. Therefore, we are limited to the culture, our immediate environment. But today, information technology has what? Exposed so many things. And people now desire to do one of those things.
comparison between yesterday and today. Our fathers and mothers yesterday, they are so contented. That is why they have peace, they have harmony. I can recollect my dad will be outside in his armchair till 3 a.m. in the night. Nobody will touch him. You can move anytime then. This is because those people don't go into show off. Today we show off with whatever we have, with the advent of the internet facility. Although internet facility is not bad, it's to increase us in knowledge, is to create so much awareness where you can sit in your room and getting information all over the world. But Nigeria of today, we are using it the other way around. Today, yesterday too, they have so much, they place so much value on morality. Yesterday, if you have money, they may not even respect you until they know the source of your money. Today, we don't want to know that. The moment he's riding on Hummer, he's riding on Jaguar, he has become an important personality in the society. I could recall yesterday when you have a friend and the police come to their house and arrested them. The next thing you hear from your parents is that don't let me see you with that guy again. They don't want to know what he has done. But today, someone is engaging in internet fraud, Yahoo, and it's an important society in their family. Even some of these people take their children that they are doing this thing to their scholars in the church, in the mosques to pray for them. Does these people deserve prayer? Where they are disrupting the society, they are robbing people off of their property. So when you are comparing yesterday, and if you see those people in the yesterday, they are not millionaires. They don't have so much money, but they have contentment. They are living with peace and harmony and love. Today we have so much money. That word peace, harmony, love disappeared. What causes this? It is as a result of lack of contentment. The moment we started to have contentment, all those peace will return.
Human being is known to be insatiable, unending urge for something. Human being can never be satisfied. If not for Christianity and government law in marriage, many men in the old days used to marry many wives. They married the yellow, they married the black, they married the tall, they married the slim, yet they're not satisfied. My father married 8 in those days, yet he still got married the ninth one, which did not stay. So what are we talking about? Desire you can acquire is not wrong. But desire you cannot acquire, which you can do everything to get it, is wrong. All things come from God. When you believe in God and the little you have, you ask God to add to it, fine. But where you don't have the way we have, and you desire it and you want to have it at all costs, that's where it becomes what? An issue and a challenge. So desire to have more is nothing wrong about it, but may it come within the limits of your personal capability and ability.
For a person to want more is natural and it's not bad. But the major problem is to looking for this at the expense of others. That is where the lack of contentment comes in. If it is your daily bread, if it is your, normal thing, you collect your salary, you are doing a very good business, you are getting money there, you can buy anything you want. But the moment you cannot afford anything, don't stress yourself. If you begin to stress yourself, then that contentment has disappeared. If you look into the theory of economics, we have something there called we call it scale of preference. It is as a result that human wants are unsearchable. You cannot get whatever you want at a time. Then you now list them. You now take them at their importance. You take them as they are important. Okay, let me do this year. I will do the rest next year. That means you have contentment. But looking at our society today, somebody is earning 50,000 and if you want to ride Jaguar, he or she will go through a bad means to get it. And the moment you do that, what are you doing? You must have robbed somebody of his property and that person will not be okay. That is what brought this country to where we are today. So when we have contentment, one of the major keys to contentment is faith. When we are talking about faith, I'm going to digress a little bit being a religious person. If you have faith in your God, be you a Muslim, be you a Christian, you trust your God, then those things will come. You'll be okay. what will happen? We have a very peaceful country. We have a country that will have peace and tranquility. There will be harmony. There will be love. Where nobody will know the difference between an Igbo man and a Yoruba man. It is part of contentment for us to be discussing ethnicity problem. I'm not a Igbo, I'm a Yoruba man. Despite the fact you have most of your people in government, the moment the leadership shifted from your place, you start talking about we are being marginalized. Marginalization is a very popular language grammar in Nigeria, and it is peculiar to every ethnicity in Nigeria. It is lack of contentment. When we have a country where we have contentment, everybody is happy with whatever it has achieved, there will be peaceful things. It will start from the leadership. The leader will not corrupt.
If we find ourselves in a contented environment as you speak now, we will have morals will be in place. Morals will be in place, then there will be regards to values. That which your family, your community believes is what makes man a genuine person. There will be regard to it. And Nigeria will be a safe society. There will be no crime or limited crime. The society will be free from criminology. The society will be free from all manner of vices that erode the nation and the community down.
If you're just joining us, the program is Triple F reaching you on the station for Excellence NTA Lagos Channel 10. Thank you so much to Bishop Joseph Oyegbule and Imam Akim Lawal. Thank you so much for your words of advice. And the truth is that you need to be able to prioritize what you need to get at a certain time and what is your pocket saying. So you don't have up to 1 million and you want to buy a car of 1.5. Come on, excuse me, you can't get that done, So you need to be able to manage and be able to look at the things that are most important first, and at the same time keep hope alive and keep being grateful to God for having everything you have at the moment. The truth is, life is very, very important. It's a gift. To be honest, it's a gift. So if you are alive, there is hope, and we need to just give thanks to the Almighty God who makes all these things possible at the right and at the beautiful time. All right, moving on. Our next segment is on the health segment, and this week we're looking at healthy living. I don't know what it is, but let's see this together. We'll be right back. Health, they say, is wealth. It is one thing to be living, and it is another to live healthy. When it comes to the health of a person, it should not be underestimated. The health of a person is seen as the life wire of human existence. The neglect of your health could be harmful, which might be instant or thereafter.
I think the important thing when it comes to healthy living is just keeping it simple and being consistent. I preach this thing all the time. A lot of the time people want to do extreme things and it's not sustainable. After 1 day, 1 month, 1 year, you stop and you go back to old habits.
Medical practitioners are of the opinion that healthy living should start from the smallest activity we engage in daily, and being intentional about it will help to live healthy.
Simple habits that are sustainable. Okay, simple exercise practice. It's better for you to do 2 push-ups a day, and then when it's easy for you, make it 5, then make it 10, then make it 20, than to just do 50 and then you try and maintain that every day. Do you understand? You can do things like, okay, this month I'm going to take off fizzy drinks. Next month I'm going to make sure I drink 2 cups of water extra than I normally do a day. Later you increase to 3, later increase to 4. Okay, I must take at least 2 oranges a day. Tomorrow I must take another. Do you understand? Build healthy habits and you'll be grateful for it.
There are also several benefits that comes with living healthy, not only for the body, but also for the mind.
There's financial benefits. If you are just staying healthy, a fruit can cost you 50 naira. But if you don't do that, when you catch a cold, the drug is more expensive. Okay? If you keep your sugar down and you're diabetic, okay, it might cost some money, but if you don't and you have organ failure, organ complications, it's more expensive. So it's cheaper for you, that's 1. 2, it does something for you. I can even attest to that. For example, when you exercise, you feel good, you carry your head high, your self-esteem goes up, you feel like you are showing yourself self-love, okay, and you inspire the people around you. You are more energetic, you are more willing to achieve things. Even doing one push-up before you leave, you feel like you've already achieved something in the day, right? So for your mental health is good, it's healthy, it's financially beneficial for you, and then it saves you in the long run all the complications of living an unhealthy life.
Humans are to take full responsibility of their health because good health brings happiness, and a happy person can contribute positively to the development of a nation. Up next is market survey, and Ramat is in the market now to tell us the prices of fresh fish. Oh, if you're a Lagosian, trust me, and you don't eat fish. I need to question that because Lagosians, they know them they eat fish, different kinds of fish. So, Ramat, what's happening in the market? Let's join in the market.
Hello, welcome to Market Survey on Triple F. Today our focus is on fish. As you can see, we are at the fish market to find out the prices of fish. And do you know what names these fish are called? Where are they from? Are they from the sea or the ocean? What is this patronage level? Are they high or the prices are coming gradually down? Come along with me as we explore the world of fish.
Red snapper, 15, 20, 18. Grouper, 10,000, 12,000, 15,000. Anikro kanlano, 25, 20, 18. Yitamanta ni 12, ó ti wà ní 11,000.
Before, this fish is plenty and a specific amount we sell them. But now the fish has gone up, everything is cost. But it cannot be done. There is no space to store them. And the person that wants to buy complain it's expensive. Once we mention the price, the buyer run. It's expensive now and unbearable. Imagine this fish is 20,000. The buyer will run. This 15,000. The buyer.
The woman, I'm even asking her to bring 5,500. She said no. Let me say a year now.
As you can see, the prices of fish are still on a very high side. That's all we can take on Market Survey this week. Back to the studio where Triple F continues.
You're welcome back. The program is still Triple F, and you can see that our segments are tied together from healthy living to the price of fish. And fish is a good source of protein. It is one food you should eat at least every day in your meal. You have fish, different kinds of fish, crayfish, stockfish, name it, So up next is our entertainment segment, and this week we're looking at flexible faith here. Ene has put this together. Let's see what she has for us. We'll be right back.
Contortion is a performance art in which performers called contortionists showcase their skills of extreme physical flexibility. Contortion acts often accompany acrobatics, circus acts, street performers, and other live performing arts. This is the story of Flexible Faithia, a female contortionist.
Girl, if you're done with me, oh baby, go just set me free. Cause I don't do grace like this. For your love, I dey lose my senses. Fine boy like me. Don't call me cheap, girl, I work for this. Girl, I work for this. And I promise you, I will find someone new. Make you no pour me water. Make you no pour me. Put down for breast and soil. If I do you bad, no, don't pour me water. Put down for breast and soil. If I do you bad, don't pour me water. You know I'm the guy. When I call, you no pick. When I text, you go read and delete. I know be good, don't know. I know if you sabi everything you dey think. You dey call me your boyfriend. But why I still dey pay for the sex every night? You don't need to say.
And that's the much you can take on this week's edition of Triple F. I know you enjoyed all the program, all the segments we brought to you today, from the value of contentment to healthy living to the price of fresh fish, and of course to flexible faith here. You need to be able to marry the three together. If you live healthy by eating fish, I'm sure you should be able to flex your muscle. Come on, guys. And if you have questions, you have inquiries, you want to sponsor this program, you'd love to see this program on every Thursday, then you need to follow the numbers on your screen or follow our social media handle. We'd love to hear from you. From me and all the crew of Triple F, it's bye-bye till next week. My name is Nkem Okibi. See you then.